Hello, dear Pisces, and welcome to your January 2026 love reading. This is a Patreon reading and it is released to YouTube after the 20th of the month. Thank you for waiting for this. We are doing your 9 card spread, right? Very significant time, the month of January. This is the Arcanum Tarot, the 3D Tarot. 3D, I don't remember who makes this. I can't quite put my finger on the name. We've got the Amethyst Lenormand by Veronica Trebini, the Mystic Moon Oracle by Mystic Moon, Singles and Relationship Oral Deck, Oracle, did I say oral? Oh my god, Oracle Deck, designed by Empath Soul. We've got the Angel Answers. We've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We've got the love cards, the handwritten love cards, and the Godspeed Divine Timing, so we can try and pinpoint the time of when love will be significant for you. So stay with us till the end. Let's see what's going on. What is the Karma Dharma for our Pisces, beautiful Pisces people? Pisces, if you're a late born, right, Saturn, Neptune are almost finished up. In February, they will be closing up their 3-year and their 14-year cycle through your sign. It's been a long time, especially Neptune, your ruling planet, your modern ruler. 14 years through your sign, it is a big deal. So maybe you've been wearing those rose-colored glasses, taken for a ride here or there. You've been compassionate, you've been loving, you've been sacrificing. But Saturn says in the last 3 years, you need to ground yourself and see if there's no reciprocity. Don't worry about the sacrifice. You've proved yourself. You don't need to do that anymore, dear Pisces. So you will be relieved finally in the month of February. Your finances haven't been going very well with Chiron and matters pertaining to your self-worth as well, with Chiron in Aries in your 2nd house. Now Jupiter in your 5th house is bringing flirtation, fun, happiness, expansion. It could be your children becoming parents. It could be your children becoming abundant. But whatever you're creating now, there's the great benefic Jupiter is giving you a lot of fun, a lot of creativity, a lot of happy-go-lucky people that are entering your life that you're flirting with. And of course your relationships with the nodal axis going through, Pisces and Virgo. It's all about your relationships. Now this is the Capricorn season. It's lighting up the 11th house of the people that you connect with, your tribe, social media, and it's your house of reputation, money that comes through after career. So that's what's lit up right now. Pluto in your 12th is getting rid of all the bad habits as well. In your 12th, bringing the metamorphosis to you and your life in general. You're figuring out a lot of things that were hidden from you. You will have lots of revelations as well. And of course, Uranus is going to enter your 4th house in April. And that will be what you're building on your life, right? Uranus has been going through your 3rd house of siblings, communication, commerce since 2017. So the way you perceive things, even though you were stuck in that area, Taurus, 3rd house, even where your finances are concerned, big changes there in the way you do business, the way you communicate, contracts, all these things come up. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for Pisces, for our beautiful Pisces individuals and friends. We've got a very special Pisces. I've got a few Pisces friends, but quite a special friendship. She is overseas, all the way in Sydney. If you're listening, my darling, yes, it's you I'm talking about. Miss you lots. Let's see what is the Karma Dharma for Pisces. Oh my God, Pisces. Oh my God. That is a shocker. Now, you've already had a taste of Uranus in your fourth house in Gemini, but Uranus has gone back to the third house trying to finish something off. And it has got a lot to do with karma. Karma, loneliness, right? Because it rules your 12th house. Uranus rules your 12th house, of bad habits as well, loneliness, solitude, and foreign distant lands, as well as things going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. So there's going to be something that's going to shift greatly. This could also be spiritual awakening suddenly, and a big shift that is going on in your life. Could be quite shocking, could be surprising. To give you this, let me tell you this. I know it's been tough. You're a mutable sign, and you've been dealing with, right, the eclipses as well as Saturn, Neptune. What's coming to an end is you've done the work and you should be receiving some rewards, right? So next month in February there'll be a lot going on behind the scenes, and we're coming up to your birthday in March. So end of February and March, they will be eclipse times. So early February, expect eclipses, big karmic changes, shifts, awakenings. Something's taken away that's toxic, that's no good for you, that's run its course. So let's see, in a 9-card spread, this is for Pisces, dear Spirit. Please guide Pisces. Now, this message is for whenever you receive it. It's for January, but if you listen to this in the month of March, then it could be playing out for you then. The main focal point is the 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment. You've done the work, Saturn, Neptune, they've tested you. You should be receiving the rewards sometime in February, March, around your birthday, right? What's going on? We've got the 3 of Cups, lots of emotions, lots to do with your emotions, with your children, with soulmates, with a past love connection, which may have involved others. Yeah, there's been competition. Maybe also fights, arguments with your children. Maybe you're looking back to the days when times were much more innocent, much easier, much more flowing. You're turning into the Queen of Swords now. You're looking at things from a very strategic, very clear and cold position. It's like, this is Libra, of course. Libra is, I want equality, I want balance in relationships. Otherwise, I won't have any part of it. Queen of Swords, someone who thinks very logically. She's a mother in separation. She's a divorcee. She's someone who deals with the red tape. She's in a clerical position. She's got an intelligent mind. She sees things way more clearly than what you would, Pisces. So I don't know if that's someone that you're dealing with or it's another side to you. Yep, there's 7 of Cups. Look at all the water and air. So a lot of emotional clarity, clearing out, coming into focus, and no more illusions. Knight of Pentacles, slow, stable, planning, strategizing for the future. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Virgo is your south node. So what are you releasing? You're cutting something out. You're cutting someone out of your life. Could be a third party, well, for some of you, because of the 3 of Cups. Maybe some of you reconciled with an old partnership, a soulmate, someone that where you felt you were in competition with, or someone who triggered your mind, someone who told you lies, deceived you. I get trickery. Here. I do get trickery. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, slow, stable, planning for the future, maybe even not doing much right now. With the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. There's perfectionism here, but there's also duty. I mean, Virgo is about duty. Duty to those who reciprocate, not to those that don't reciprocate anymore. Nine of Swords. Wow, okay. Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. And the outgoing card is the Devil. Capricorn comes through very strongly. And that is the only major arcana in your reading other than the Tower. I will take on the Tower right now. King of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And Three of Wands. This is like I'm turning my back on something that I'm closing up for good on. King and Queen of Swords, they're usually divorcees. I see the Three of Wands as someone who has turned their back. They've made a decision to turn their back on a certain situation, and that by turning their back on something that kept them in a very weak position, in a very toxic cycle filled imprisoning situation, that Uranus, I feel here, will take you away from that, because we end with a Devil. Dear Pisces, the Devil is Saturn. Saturn, even though this is toxicity, it's secret love affairs, it's fears, it's lessons, it's karma, it's unhealthy attachments, the Tower here is exactly what is necessary. But this also is a sudden shift into a more rewarding place. Why? Because the Three of Wands is also, I see my ships on the horizon. And I prefer to be with someone that's going to tell me the truth, the cold hard truth, than promise me, everything under the sky and not deliver. Because this felt like promises that have not been manifested, that have not come through for you. And I'm wondering if the Devil, because it does speak to fears, but the Devil is Kronos, and Kronos will be leaving your sign, therefore leaving behind the lessons, but also the rewards for the work that you've done. And even though it's hard to face the reality, you're facing a reality here. I mean, if we look at the Three of Cups, that's the potential here. That's coming from the past. Celebration, reconciliation, a group, people, a support system towards your Nine of Cups, which should be, Nine of Cups should be my wish fulfillment. But because the Seven of Cups is right next to it, it's like, it feels like escapism. And now that's a wound that Pisces carries. That when it gets too tough, they want to escape a situation. They want to just sort of live in a fantasy, turn away from the hard, cold truth. I can't deal with it right now, says Pisces. And I don't blame you. It's been tough. But I feel here that Five of Swords, Seven of Cups, these are changing numbers of change. Needing to face the music. By doing that, many doors and opportunities open. We go from the Five of Swords to the Nine of Swords. You've lost your sleep. You're not sleeping well. It's all about what does the future hold. You see the future as very dark, but you need to release that negative thinking, because there is a possibility for a wish fulfillment once the work has been and the lessons have been completed. All right, let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. There's fear here. This is the miser. I've tried and it hasn't worked. I've opened my heart and I've been hurt. Now I'm going to buckle up. I'm going to, lock my heart. There's no love there for me. There's only manipulation. There's only people only want to use and abuse you. So I don't know that I can love again, says Pisces with the Three of Swords there. But this will change. This, dear Pisces, will change. You need to turn your back on the way you used to think of things, you used to come across as the King of Swords, only using your logic, only using your sharp sword and cutting, right? Being very cold, very aloof, right? Hopefully this will change, right? Because Neptune does speak to being soft, being creative, being, believing in the dream. Many of you have gone through awakening, surely. And your beliefs have probably gone through a lot of change as well. Now, let's see with the Lenormand what's going on for Pisces in love. Because the positive with the Devil can speak to a long-term commitment, but after the work has been done, after hard work, right? So maybe you were connecting with someone that was out of bounds. 3 of Cups, that's a secret love affair. Or you not wanting to have any part of that. Maybe they were your wish fulfillment, but you felt like they were out of bounds for you. Maybe the time, Chronos, the time Lord Keeper, is saying now that's it. That's over with. Because the Devil can also speak to separation and divorce. Saturn speaks to a connection with someone that was out of bounds, or it could speak to someone that you needed to wait for because they were out of bounds. They had obligations to tend to. What's going on in love for Pisces? The Bear, and that's a 15 as well. We've got a divine masculine here, and we've got the divine feminine. Both feminine and masculine have come through, but we've also got someone who could be a motherly figure or someone that had heavy responsibilities, a divine masculine that had heavy responsibilities, or any animosity with others. I'm going to say, because of the Bear. The Bear could be a business owner, could be a mother, could be someone that is there to protect their own interests. So we could be talking to competitive energies with someone that had responsibilities, was a mother. The claws, to me, say that I'm ready to fight, and she's showing her claws to this divine masculine, but he's sort of turning his back on this. Now, what's separating you, I would say, from your competition, because you could have been a third party, let's say. What's separating you from your competition is a divine masculine. Therefore, I feel that there is protection here from a masculine figure, whoever that is, who holds the Ace of Cups for you. Queen, the feminine, comes through as the Ace of Swords. So it feels like the masculine is coming through as more emotional in this time. And could be that the divine masculine that maybe was out of bounds to you has been dealing with a heavy cycle, or I'm going to say also, because this could be another side to you, the responsibility that a mother holds for her children. That's been very tough. You're coming to the end of that, and there's someone behind you, I would say, dear Pisces, someone that you're not looking to, that may be showing up where love is concerned. It could be someone from the past. I want to take a card between the masculine and the feminine. Yeah, big change here. And remember that the Death card, the coffin, is a 9 of Pentacles. Someone's going to be single, independent, but there's big changes here. It could be the ending of a third-party situation. It could be the ending of a karmic situation as the work has been done. The rewards would be Saturn, and the rewards will be big. And 9 of Pentacles is independence, someone knowing their worth, right? And a release of troubles, I would say here, because the mice can also speak to psychological issues, something eating away at you or at your person. The mice can speak to financial loss as well because of a big change in one's life. The mice can just be nuances, if not psychologically feeling really down. I hope that this is not some of you, maybe one of you, have dealing with a loss pertaining to someone that is older. Could be a parent, could be a grandparent. I hope that that's not the case. But everything, I mean, that's life, right? We've got the key, which is an opening to a healing to a wound, or an opening, a revelation, an opportunity. But some work needs to be done. Work could be the healing, could be a healing energy for you, where some of you turn to work. 8 of Pentacles, again, we've got Virgo. It's a master number 33. 3 does speak to expansion and growth, but it could involve third parties. Let's see where you are emotionally. Before I do that, I want to see what the blocks are. What are the blocks for Pisces, where love is concerned? What are the blocks for Pisces? I think this card, no. Yes. We have fear of loneliness. You stay in bad relationships because you are lonely. Be okay being with yourself. Someone is fearing being alone, therefore they stay in unhealthy connections. And to find new love, obviously, you have to get out there, right? Anyway, I don't know how that speaks to you personally. Remember, it's a general reading. Let's see where you are. Where you are emotionally, psychologically, dear Pisces. Oh, wow. Okay, a few cards have opened up here. We have a commitment, fall, mirroring, fresh start, and contemplation. The fall could be a timing card, so it's got to do with some sort of a contract, a commitment, a relationship from the past, if not an actual commitment. This could be the fall of a past commitment, yes. And the mirroring card is like you're mirroring whatever is going on with you, could be happening with your person, or the way that you've been treated is how you may be now treating them. So a bit of their own medicine. This could be relative to a past connection, a past commitment, but you've got a fresh start here. And someone, we've got a divine masculine that's thinking of a fresh start with you. Someone that saw themselves in you. So this could be someone you already know. Let's put these cards here and let's look at the person that you are thinking about now. Possibly, if there is someone in your life, or even if there isn't someone new in your life, someone is on the, let's say, energetically, you're pulling someone in. Let's see what they're feeling, where they are in their psyche, in their emotional life, feeling abandoned. Communication, it's like telepathically connecting with you, unless this is not only telepathically, but it's also physically. This could also be someone that has stopped communicating with you, but they're checking you out through social media. They've connected with you, or they've seen you on social media. This would be an Aquarius energy for me. And divine masculine that's gone through someone that's spiritually already evolved. Okay, unless for some of you this could be the same person, not a past and a future. It could be the same person. It could be a chapter that you've gone through, a chapter that needed to heal, a relationship that needed to heal. The Nine of Swords is a card of worry. It's the worry ward. It's the Virgo Virgo, worrying, mind not stopping. Gemini, right? Sleepless nights, anxiety, stress about something not happening, about something promised and not delivered, something that's taken forever, possibly. Of course, this is a general reading, so may or may not resonate for all of you, dear Pisces. Remember that the South Node is transiting your 7th house, so some of you are releasing old karmic relationships that are going, that need to go, to make space for new connections, or even old connections that may be turning from friendship, from soulmate, from work colleagues, to relational, to love connection. Let's see what's going on in your intimate life. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, emotionally having checked out. It's like I need to emotionally connect, not physically connect. I want someone that will be there for me, that will hold me in their embrace. And we've got the 5 of Wands. So there's conflict. For some of you, there are third parties here. We see a third party here. You may be the third person here, or I'm going to say also that some of you may be leaving a relationship because of infidelity, because you've come across something. And we've got the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is choices, is opportunities. 2 of Wands, right? Or some of you could be sort of fantasizing about a love connection, an intimate connection, and that connection could also be through social media and the internet. So some of you may be at a dilemma whether to step into a relationship such as that, because internet-based relationships are very easy for betrayal. Anyway, it's 2 of Wands, so yes, you may be dealing with someone that is at a distance, or some of you may also be on the fence about connecting intimately with someone. The 2 of Wands, right? Or waiting on an opportunity for a portal to open. We've got the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. This is more emotional than physical, I would say, because in the physical it feels like it's quite heavy. After all the challenges, after all the competition, it's been hard. The 9 of Wands is you've been through a lot. So I feel that it's sort of the last thing on your mind, even though sometimes it does pass through your mind that you would like to be in an intimate connection. But I feel it needs to be the right person, not just with anyone. Beneath the 4 of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what is hidden from you. That someone maybe has been waiting. For some of you, someone has been waiting for you to be single, to be ready for love. Someone has been holding on and waiting for you to be ready, I get. Because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. You're not in an open situation saying, I'm ready. Or some of you are just very closed off, and there has been an offer, but you're just very closed off. You don't trust. And we've got a King of Pentacles here. We've got a King of Swords and we've got a King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. King of Pentacles will be someone that is already a father, may have been a spouse as well. 2 of Swords, dilemmas around this King of Pentacles. Remember, fatherhood, business owner. Let's see what is this Five of Swords about? What is the Five of Swords about? I'm going to have to turn on a light. It's getting dark. We've got the Ace of Wands. So there is desire, there is an opportunity for some clarity, the light coming on, but there's competition here. Or there's strong desire to fight for love, but to fight for the truth before you could be open for love. So it could be that someone is fighting against, because I feel that Pisces is blocked off. And whoever is trying to get into your life is fighting with that chip on the shoulder that you have from the past. Why are you showing up as the Queen of Swords? You're the High Priestess. Some of you may have found yourself as a third party, in a third party situation, and some of you may not want that. But the High Priestess also is, I hold the secrets, the knowledge is within me, and through separation, divorce, hardship, you've gone through your spiritual awakening. Trust in your higher self, trust in your intuition, and trust in the facts. Also, Pisces, very important, trust that the love that you've given, the unconditional love and the sacrifice that you've given will at some point be returned to you. Your rewards will be huge. What is the lack of clarity with the Seven of Cups about? The Ten of Cups. So things being up in the air about some family situation, someone in another family situation, or this is what you're fantasizing. I want that picket fence, the house, the trust. I want the whole deal. I want to be happy. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Lots of cups, a very emotional month. Why are you treading so carefully with the Knight of Pentacles that's connecting to the past and the future? Four of Swords, something is taking a long time. Something is slow. Someone needs to heal. Someone needs time to finish and release the past. South Node in Virgo in your 7th. But what's all this worry about with the 9 of Swords? How to stand alone, how to be independent, how to close off this life cycle. Or if you found yourself in a third party situation which you did not plan on, some of you may be hoping that someone will be single and free to be there for you. What is the Devil? What is the Devil? We've got the 7 of Wands. You will be given an opportunity. You will have the upper hand. And there's no point in fighting time. Time will happen. The blessings, the rewards will come in once you've overcome fear. You're going to have to fight your own battles, dear Pisces. You don't leave it up to anyone else. And you have to fight to relieve and heal the past. Let me just turn on a light. Now, with these 3 cards here, you may feel as though you're being challenged or put on the spot from others that could be connected to you, that are still pushing to control you. It could be family members, could be your children, could be whatever. It's more about you now, dear Pisces. Remember, the North Node is in your sign. You need to follow that North Node. And whoever's going to be on your journey with you, then that's fine. Whoever wants to stay behind, then leave them behind. You've learnt your lessons, you've done your work, you will receive the rewards, but you need to also make those mature decisions about your own happiness. I think that's what's important for you to know at this time. Knight of Swords, you may have some legalities, you may have some tough decisions, or you may also have some people that are against you, that are challenging you. But it's all about you now, dear Pisces. Let's see. Let's take your angel answers and see what is the advice. Once you've asked your questions, you can also pause the video so that you could think up your questions, and hopefully the angel answers will give you your answers to your questions. Thank you. Don't stop. Meditation brings answers. Remember what I said about the answers being within you. The knowledge is within you. And ask for help from others. I'm going to take one more. And no, but it's not with an exclamation mark. Let's see what that no. Some of you are being very prideful and not asking for help from others, but Spirit is saying do so. Let's see what it says. The answer to your question is no. You may gather additional information by asking another question surrounding this issue and drawing another card. So I'll give you a moment to think up another question, maybe ask in a different way or something like that. Pause the video and I will take one more card for that no. Okay, let's go. And reconsider. So I hope that that answers your question, dear Pisces. Let's take some timing cards and then we'll take some love cards, some love messages. This is the Godspeed Divine Timing. We'll take 3 cards as there are a few of you out there. So take the timing cards with a grain of salt. And if you're after a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out. I'm just looking at that tower thinking, oh my God, a tower moment. Big awakening for you. This month, so in the month of January, could be a very significant time for love for you. In December, for some of you could be next December, and others of you maybe December that's just recently passed. That was very significant. And within 6 months, it's interesting that we've got the fish here, Pisces, right? Within 6 months. And the fish can speak to something sudden or maybe seeing more clearly. The fish can speak to abundance as well, but also support, right? Fish swim in schools of many, so it's your support system. Let's see, let's get into the head of your person this month, and we see the compass here. So this month you may be forging a new path, right? Your true north, and that's fate and destiny surely. Let's get into the mind of your person. I prefer to be friends. Remember, we may be also connecting to your energy. It's done, door closed. They cheated, feeling blue. 2 tens, wow. It was wonderful, we had fun, but I must now move on. If not with you, then no one. Our love affair still haunts me. Another 10. I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever hurt you. That's the chip on the shoulder that I spoke of before. You are a dream come true. I feel blessed. 444, make a wish, dear Pisces. I will climb any mountain. I will swim any river to be with you. Come to me. That's a Capricorn energy. That would be tying with the devil. And I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. And we see that with the devil as well. Someone wants you like crazy. No one compares to you. And this is the Ace of Wands, which we saw here. Maybe you fought this person. You didn't want an intimate connection with them. Who knows? It will be different for each of you. Anyway, dear Pisces, we'll leave it there. I hope that this helped. Thank you so much for your love, your support, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, of course, if you're on YouTube. And as I said, if you're interested in a personal, don't hesitate to reach out. all the details are below. Love and light to all of you, and wishing you well. It's a time of healing, Pisces. Just give yourself a little bit of time. This will come to an end. The resolution will be something new. I mean, that's the key. It opens doors. So good luck.